Alright, hello everyone and welcome. Phil here on the stream. Just wanted to let you know that I am here and we're getting ready to start. I have a few final things to finish up here and then we will begin with the pre-stream. Today we're returning to the PlayStation VR. Yeah, it was a very fun experience from Thursday through Sunday playing the PSVR every day and kind of experiencing the wide variety of stuff that's available for it. And today we're returning. Today we're coming back for some not really survival horror, but more like thriller, mystery, horror, suspense, all that kind of deal. With a game called Here They Lie. This is one of the games that I played on the PSVR demo disc that intrigued me, and I ended up buying the full version. Now, I have no idea how long this game is, at all, okay? So, we might finish this game entirely on this stream, and if that's the case, then I'll be switching over to what people voted for second place in the polling last night, PlayStation VR Worlds. Or this could end up being the entire stream. I have no idea how long this game is. Most of the games that have been available for PlayStation VR have been pretty short, as in 1 to 2 hours. And this game was around the same price point. I think this game was like $17.99 because it was a $2 discount for being a PS Plus subscriber. So more than likely, it's not very long. That doesn't mean it's not going to be creepy. And I'm looking forward to that, being that it is October, Halloween month. I'm all for the creepy. Last night I watched the horror movie Wishmaster. I watched an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. We're watching all this kind of stuff every night to get us into this horror mood. Keep in mind, I am doing a Halloween horror marathon at the end of the month. And I actually have an update on what it looks like, what games I'll be playing on that marathon, okay? Alright, so anyway, I'm going to give it a couple minutes here for people to join because I just tweeted that the stream is live, okay? So take this opportunity to grab a drink or a snack, use the restroom, whatever it is you need to do to prepare. And the PlayStation VR Here They Lie stream will begin in a few minutes with the formal pre-stream. All right, everyone. Thanks. I'll be back in a couple. Don't go anywhere. Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to let you know pre-stream starting in a moment here. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a message, and I had to respond to it, and it has nothing to do with business, so don't worry about it. Something personal. Don't worry about it. Nothing that you guys are involved in, but I had to type out a quick response here quickly. So give me one moment here, and then we'll begin the formal pre-stream. I'm excited for today. Give it a moment. Oh, God, people in the stream chat are talking about candy corn. Ugh, I hate candy corn, man. Some people love it and some people hate it. It seems to be one of those things in life that inevitably, it's like an acquired taste. I hate candy corn. I think it's gross. And some people fucking love it, swear by it that it's delicious. Not me. Okay. Should be starting shortly. Hold on. What I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to make sure that there's nothing going on, that my phone's going to ring or anything, vibrate. Because here's the thing. Especially when you're doing PlayStation VR, I've noticed that anything around you, like a vibration or something, can be distracting. Because you think it's the game, and it's not. Like, for example, the other day I was playing, what was it? It was one of the demos. And the wind whipped through my window, and it moved my blinds. My blinds crashed against the window, and I thought it was something in the game. I was like, what the hell? And people even heard it on the stream, and they were like, was that something that fell in your house? I was like, no, it was the window. I thought it was in the game, so I'm trying to make sure there's no distractions here. Someone wrote me an email giving me detailed information about the Overwatch Halloween expansion, which I may be playing tomorrow. Okay. Alright, I think we're good to go. We're good to go for the pre-stream. It won't be a super long pre-stream, by the way. I know some people get nervous when I start pre-stream late. Don't worry, it's not going to be super long. Plus, I've heard that this game, Here They Lie, is like 2 hours long, or not even. So we're definitely going to finish it on stream today. Okay. Is everyone ready? Are you ready? Alright, here we go. Alright, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome. DSP here live on the stream. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing well. It is Wednesday, October 19th, 2016. We're doing something cool today. We're doing something different. Excuse me. As soon as I start talking, I get a tickle in my throat, of course. Today we are doing another PlayStation VR title. Now, I covered the PlayStation VR starting launch night all the way through this weekend. And now I took a couple days away from it to finish up Mafia 3 and review the game, and also to play a little bit more of WWE last night. And I'm actually working on my PlayStation VR review / kind of funny moments montage for tonight. That video will be released tonight over on KO Gaming. So, if you want to see a fun new video for KO Gaming that's going to talk about my overall thoughts about the PlayStation VR, my experience, getting it set up and using it over the weekend, and also a little bit of a montage of the best moments of stuff that's happened as I've played it, check out KO Gaming. Wow. Oof. Check out KO Gaming tonight. Insanely loud belch out of nowhere. That just erupted out of my stomach. Okay, so that'll be fun, but that being said, one of the titles that I played the demo of on launch night, which was Thursday night, and I have not gone back to, is this game called Here They Lie. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know what the plot of this game is. From what I'm to understand, it's supposed to be creepy. It's like suspense, thriller, but also horror. I've heard is that there's not a lot of gameplay in it, okay? There's just not. There's not a lot of interactivity or gameplay. It's more like you walking around, and every once in a while you touch an item or something, okay? And that's about it. That's the whole game. So for some people, they'd call it a walking simulator. But it is VR, right? And VR, you know, adds an added element to walking simulators. At least in the regard that you see 3D stuff coming out at you, and it could be pretty interesting. All right, so this is actually one of the games that I purchased out of the listing of games that were available at launch for the PlayStation VRs. So there you have it. I'm interested in playing this game today. It was cheap too. It was discounted. I think it was like $17 or something like that. It was 17 or 18 bucks. It was a couple bucks off if you were a PlayStation Plus subscriber. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I got it. It intrigued me when I played the demo, and the fact that it was a little bit cheaper than the other games is one of the reasons why I bought it. But that being said, I get the feeling that's why the game is cheap, is probably because it's short. And a lot of people have said that the game is probably only about 2 hours long, if that. So, I think we're definitely going to be beating Here They Lie on today's gameplay stream. That's cool. You'll get the entirety of an experience in one stream, right? That's awesome. Now, if we do finish early, which it seems like we may actually finish early, I'll probably take a break, and then I'll come back, and I'm going to do a little bit more of the PlayStation VR Worlds. This is the game that is kind of the amalgamation of different experiences. If you remember, I already did the Under the Sea with the shark encounter experience, where you just kind of sit there and watch. And then I did the London heist, which was really awesome. You had interaction where you were stealing a gem, and then there was a shootout, and then another shootout on a highway, and then there was this big choice at the end of it where you had to go 1 to 3 different endings. It was really neat. I liked it. And I've heard that there's actually more stuff in the game that's even more variety that I would like to check out. Okay? So that is what I'll do if we finish Here They Lie before the stream ends. It all depends on how long it really is, and I really don't know how long it actually is. So I guess we're going to find out. Okay? So there you have it. That's going to be today's stream. All about VR. And then tonight I'll be releasing my PlayStation VR review / kind of montage of funny stuff that's happened as I've covered this VR experience in the past week. Now, I just want to say this. Keep in mind, this is not the end of my VR coverage. There's still a lot of stuff I have not done. I want to do all the stuff in PlayStation VR Worlds. I want to check out this game called The Playroom VR, which is a free game that came with the PlayStation VR. I've still got Thumper that I purchased, and I only played 1 level of that, okay? And there's actually way more stuff to do with the PlayStation VR that I have not even touched. There's way more games and stuff to check out that I haven't checked out, okay? So, understand, this is not the end of the PlayStation VR coverage. Just because I'm going to be moving on to other stuff doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back to it. And honestly, PlayStation VR seems like the kind of thing that is a cool thing to go back to every once in a while, because there's going to be periodic releases. If you remember at E3, they actually announced there's going to be a Star Wars VR game. There's going to be a Final Fantasy 15 VR experience. There's going to be upcoming things coming out for this that I'm going to want to check out from time to time. In fact, just this Monday, you might not have known this Monday a game was released. I think it's called like Sports Bar or something like that. And it's basically a bunch of sports bar games. You got darts, you've got pool, I think there's like cards, like all things you would do in a sports bar. And they actually said they're going to add more content like chess and other stuff in the future, all in a VR kind of experience. But it actually is kind of similar to, say, PlayStation Home, where you're actually in this bar with other people. So you walk around, you interact, and then you play games with each other. So that sounds like a cool thing, too, that I might want to check out, right? So, the PlayStation VR is something that I will be going back to from time to time as new things release for it. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a new thing to return to every once in a while, okay? So there you have it. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the rest of this week. Tomorrow, my stream is up in the air. Tomorrow, I'm going to, again, put it in the hands of the viewers, just like I did last night on Twitter with the Twitter poll. Tonight's poll is going to be, what multiplayer do you want to see tomorrow? Do you want to see me do more Gears of War 4? Because I haven't done pretty much any of the multiplayer of Gears 4 at all, right? I just haven't. And it's because really no one's asked for it, which really is still, I said this 3 days in a row. It's blowing me away that, like, no one's talking about Gears. No one seems to care. And that's that's a totally different attitude than what years ago used to happen when a Gears game came out. When Gears of War 2 came out, I had never even played a game in the franchise, and people begged me to play it. When Gears of War 3 came out, again, I actually was thinking of skipping it, and people begged me. They said, no, Phil, please play it, and do co-op if you can, because Gears is an awesome series. And I did a full cooperative playthrough of that one. And now really no one seems to care about Gears anymore. And it blows my mind, because like I said, I played the campaign last week, and I actually liked the campaign. But if people don't want to see it, I don't know, then I probably won't even bother with the multiplayer, and the game's just going to kind of be a write-off, meaning, you know, I paid $60 for it, I played through the campaign, I didn't even make my money back on the campaign, and no one wants to see the multiplayer, so I guess I'm never going to make my money back. It's just a loss. I don't know. So, there you go. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's just a different attitude of my viewership, I guess. Things change over time, right? Things don't always stay a constant, so... So tomorrow, I'm putting it in the hands of my viewers. Do you want to see me play Gears of War 4 multiplayer, or do you want to see me play Overwatch, the new Halloween expansion? If you're not aware, there's one map, I think it's the London map, has been made into a Halloween-style map, with all kinds of, like, spooky stuff added to the map. There's a plethora of Halloween-geared skins now in the game, and there's a new mode that's players versus kind of computer-controlled AI that's just for Halloween. It's going away at the end of this month. So, I'm going to put it in the hands of the viewers tonight. What do you want to see me do? Gears or this Overwatch expansion? Okay? So, we'll see what people vote for tonight, I guess. Alright? And if people don't vote for Gears, I don't even know if I'm ever going to play the multiplayer. And that's kind of crazy. But the bottom line is there's so much going on right now that I don't even know if I'm going to have a chance to get back to it. Let me give you some perspective here, okay? Tomorrow I'm doing this multiplayer stream. Friday, Battlefield 1 releases for those of us who didn't pay extra money to play it early, which I can't fathom how many people did this. I'm not even kidding you. Even amongst my viewership, I'm getting messaged regularly on Twitter and why isn't Phil playing Battlefield 1? Everyone else is. I'm like, because I didn't want to pay EA extra money to play the game early when it was coming out 3 days later without giving EA money for nothing. That's why. I don't understand why so many people did. You lined EA's pockets with money they didn't earn because you fell for their marketing ploy. And it just baffles me. I'm playing Battlefield 1 on the day it actually fucking releases for normal humans, Friday. Not people who, you know, empty their wallets to kiss EA's ass and get the game 3 days early. So, all day, Friday, is Battlefield 1. It's going to be a balance between the campaign and multiplayer, and I'm currently deciding which I want to play first. I'm not sure yet. Saturday, as well, will also be Battlefield 1 all day long, okay? So 2 straight days, it's going to be 4 solid streams of Battlefield 1 coverage, and then I'm going to decide whether on Sunday or Monday if I want to continue with Battlefield 1 or I want to mix it up for variety's sake and maybe do a stream of, say, WWE, or maybe do a stream of PlayStation VR, okay? And then Monday also will kind of be the same thing. I'm not sure what the stream's going to be. Monday night, depending on how far I've gotten in Battlefield, I may review it. So if I've played like 5 streams of Battlefield and I beat the campaign and I played the multiplayer, I may even review Battlefield 1 on Monday night. We'll have to see. Okay? Alright. So, that's going to be the weekend. Now, next week, we've got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. We've got the Dark Souls 3 DLC. And Titanfall. Although, I'll be honest with you, Titanfall 2, I'm kind of on the fence about playing. Only because I don't know if I'm going to have time. Because between Battlefield and then balancing Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which I know is going to be a longer game, and balancing the Dark Souls DLC, which I know they usually take a long time to complete, I don't know if I'm going to have time for Titanfall. Okay? And quite honestly, I'm on the fence about Titanfall. I'm more intrigued about the campaign of Titanfall than I actually am about the multiplayer, because I played the multiplayer beta, and it was nothing to really write home about. It was just Titanfall with zip lines. Okay? So, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna see. I have to see how long it takes me next week to get through Dragon Ball and Dark Souls to decide about Titanfall. And then keep in mind, at the end of the month, on actual Halloween, the Halloween Horror Marathon is happening, and I've got a big update for everyone. Right now, there are 4 games clearly in the lead in the polls for the Halloween Horror Marathon, and the games are as follows. Layers of Fear, Condemned Criminal Origins, Dino Crisis, and Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Now, I'll be honest, I know nothing about Layers of Fear or Spooky's House of Jump Scares at all. I hadn't barely even heard of them until they got nominated for this event. So I have no idea what to expect with those games. Condemned Criminal Origins and Dino Crisis are old games. They're games that are going to be emulated on PSN, on my PS3. So in that regard, I know about those games. I've never played them, but I know about them. I know of them. Okay? So, pretty excited to see if these games win. By the way, the voting is going to continue until Halloween. So we still got a good 12 days for people who are patrons from the month of September who did not vote yet. They still have a large chance to vote, and they could completely flip this on its head, okay? So we'll see what happens with the voting, but those are the games that are in the lead right now. There's a bunch of other games that are in the running. I actually have 12 games in the running, but they are behind on votes. So if you were a patron from September and you haven't voted yet, get in there and vote. Your vote will count massively. I'm telling you, these votes, every vote is completely changing the rankings here, okay? All right. So, outside of all that, there's not much else to talk about, okay? I want to get started with the stream. Even though we know that this Here They Lie game is short, I certainly don't want to be gabbing here for the entirety of the stream. All right, so, very quickly, a few plugs, and then we'll get started. Number 1, Loot Crate. In the description of all of my videos and live streams, there is a link to Loot Crate. This is a referral link. It's lootcrate.com/darksidephil. If you use that link and then you purchase any Loot Crate subscription, and you also enter the code SAVEME10DSP, SAVEME10DSP, you'll save 10% on any Loot Crate subscription, and it gives me a little bit of referral credit. Keep in mind, you can use that ad infinitum, meaning forever. You can just keep doing a subscription using the code, and you can cancel at any time. And if you want to do a new subscription for any other kind of Loot Crate, you can use the code again and the referral link again, and you save another 10%. Some of the things that are available, you got Loot Gaming, which I just did an unboxing of and I loved. Loot Anime, which I did 2 unboxings of and I thought it was a superb product. The standard Loot Crate, which is more just pop culture, kind of television, movie oriented. There's other ones that are more specific, like every other month they do a WWE crate. So lots of different stuff that you can check out at Loot Crate and save 10%, okay? In addition, please follow me on Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP. Lots of important stuff going up. Just like I said, nightly now I'm doing polls to determine what I do the next day. In the past couple of months, Twitter has been incredibly important because it actually determines what I do during gameplay streams. You get to vote. And you get to see my schedule, you get to see stuff that I'm sharing with. I was watching Wishmaster last night, and I forgot that the Djinn in that movie, he's the villain, he smokes, he bums the smoke off a bum. It's hilarious. So, I shared a picture of that because I was watching it. That's the kind of stuff I'll show you, funny, interesting stuff on social media. And the more people who follow me and like my tweets and retweet my tweets, it helps the business, okay? So please consider following me on Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP if you have not. KO Gaming is now back after a month on hiatus where I made no videos. KO Gaming is back. I just released my review of Mafia 3 over on youtube.com/KO Gaming 1. Tonight I'm releasing my PSVR video. So you gotta get over there and start checking this stuff out again, alright? I know it's gonna be a slow build because after being away for a whole freaking month, a lot of people probably wrote the channel off and thought I wasn't doing stuff for it anymore. It's quite the opposite. I'm now doing more than ever before. Okay? What else? Patreon.